The Fundamentals of Tawheed by Dr. Bilal Phillips. Foreword. It is common knowledge that Tawheed is the basis of the religion of Islam, and that it is most precisely expressed in the formula La ilaha illallah. La ilaha, there is no God but Allah, which states that there is only one true God and that He alone deserves to be worshipped. This seemingly simple formula forms the dividing line between Iman, true belief in God, and Kufr, disbelief, according to the tenets of Islam. Because of this principle of Tawheed, the Islamic belief in God is considered to be Unitarian, and Islam is counted among the world's monotheistic religions, along with Judaism and Christianity. Yet, according to the Islamic Unitarian concept, Tawheed, Christianity is classified as polytheism and Judaism is considered a subtle form of idolatry. Thus, the principle of Tawheed is profound and needs further clarification even among Muslims. This point is vividly illustrated by the fact that some Muslims like Ibn Arabi understood Tawheed to mean that Allah is all and all is all and all is all, that there is only one existence, which is Allah. Yet such beliefs are classified by mainstream Islam as pantheism, and as such, Kufr other Muslims, such as the Mu'tazila, felt that Tawheed consisted of stripping Allah of all his attributes and asserting that he is present everywhere and in everything. Yet these ideas were also rejected by Orthodox Islam and considered heretical. In fact, almost all of the various heretical sects which broke off from the main body of Islam, from the Prophet's time till today, all began their divergence from the point of Tawheed. All of those who worked for the destruction of Islam and the misguidance of its followers have attempted to neutralize the principle of Tawheed because it represents the very essence of the divine message of Islam brought by all the prophets. They have introduced concepts about Allah totally alien to Islam, concepts designed to take man away from the worship of Allah alone. Once people accept these pagan philosophies about God, they become easily susceptible to a multitude of other deviant ideas, all of which eventually lead those who accept them to the worship of created things under the guise of the true worship of God. The Prophet, peace be upon him, himself vividly warned Muslims to beware of such deviations as had befallen the nations before them. He encouraged them to stick closely to the path which he had tread. One day, as he sat with his companions, may Allah be pleased with them all, he drew a straight line in the dirt. He then drew a series of lines branching off from either side of it. When the companions asked him what it meant, he pointed to the branches and told them that they represented the various paths of misguidance in this life. He went on to say that at the head of each path sat a devil inviting people to it. After that, he pointed to the straight line in the middle and told them that it represented the path of Allah. When the companions asked for farther clarification, he told them that it was his path, and he recited the following verse. This is my path leading straight, so follow it. And do not follow the other paths, or else you will be separated from his Allah's path. Qur and 6, 153. It is therefore of the utmost importance that Tawheed be clearly understood in the way it was taught by the Prophet, peace be upon him, and understood by his companions, or else one could easily end up on one of the many deviant paths while claiming Tawheed, praying, paying zakah, fasting and making Hajj. Allah, most wise, has pointed to this phenomenon when he said in the Quran, most of them claim to believe in Allah, but they really commit shirk. Quran 12, 106. The present work represents a humble attempt to provide English-speaking readers with a basic analysis of the major areas of the Islamic science of Tawheed. Although this book is based on the approach used in classical Arabic texts on the science of Tawheed, such as Al-Aqidah, At-Tahawiyah, I have deliberately avoided the presentation of the theological issues found in classical works that have little or no relevance to modern English readers. The majority of the material for this book was gathered from Tawheed lessons, which I prepared and taught in grades 7 through 12 at Manarat al-Riyadh English Medium Islamic School. Hence, the language is purposely uncomplicated. Many of these lessons, as well as other lessons in fiqh, Islamic law, hadith, prophetic traditions, and tafsir exegesis, have been circulated in Muslim communities across the United States and in the West Indies. Based on a positive response and a great demand for more such material, I decided to put this book together by revising the Tawheed lessons and by adding a few more pertinent topics. I pray that Allah accept this effort and make it of real benefit to all who read it, for it is ultimately Allah's acceptance alone that really counts, and success is only by His will. Abu Amina Bilal Phillips.